Well, fuck you, Craig, and welcome back to the 134th rendition of Cooped Up Conversations with Aaron, Joey, Prokop, and me, Cooper. It is just Aaron and I today. Joey has been renting this apartment and is choosing to not live here for some reason.
It's a little frustrating, if you ask me.
It's a little frustrating for sure. I mean, I know I've been gone as well. But I mean, Joey's just been non-existent since we've been here. I think Joey's been here a total of 3 days this whole month. So, not pulling up my insurance. I can be the lookup guy for once. It's nice to have the computer right in front of you. But yeah, Joey isn't here. Prokop is dealing with being a dad or a future dad, and he is at home. So we have not recorded in 2 weeks. So we decided today, Aaron and I are just going to record. Throwback to the original pod, by the way. If you've been here since the beginning, this is... You fucking cunt. If you've been here since the beginning, this is what the podcast started out as, and then it kind of just got out of hand where we just made every guest an added host. But, yeah, thanks everybody for listening. If you listen all the time, we appreciate it. We'll be more consistent, I promise. It's just a matter of getting Joey to actually be at the apartment that he pays rent at. Which, by the way, it was pretty funny how we all sent the wrong amount of money the first month. Bad look, especially since
It's not a great look, because I don't want to use the word landlord.
Well, it's a landlord.
It is a landlord,
that's what she is.
Yeah. She didn't seem happy with the fact that she also got 3 separate checks.
She didn't seem happy that she got 3 separate checks, even though she said that we can give 3 separate checks.
Yeah.
And then she also didn't seem too keen on the fact that it didn't come directly on the 1st, which I hate to break it to her.
Which was a Saturday on a holiday week.
It's the 4th of July weekend. Like, banks have been closed. We got the checks, like, almost right away. Granted, I gave her the check today because I knew that she was coming to do work. So I'm like, fuck it. Especially because the lady at the bank, because I did a banker check the first month, the lady at the bank is like, do not lose this check because you will not be able to get your money back.
They didn't tell me that, so I just sent that thing in the mail.
Yeah, see, I didn't want to risk that. So that's what they told me. I don't know if that's true. I don't know why that would be true. Because if the check isn't cashed, it's lost. They should be able to be like, hey, the check didn't get cashed. The money should be put back in my account. And then it's simple as that. But I guess that's not the case. I did not want to risk that personally.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we were told that we must pay by check on the 28th.
Must pay by check, and the check also must be mailed.
Yeah, and this was told to us on the 28th.
I feel like...
Well, I'm not upset because it'll be fine, but it's also like, did you...
Hi, Sabina.
I don't know. Like, I can't just make my way to a bank any day because banks close at 5.
Which is beyond frustrating to me because it's like...
Like, there's certain industries... where
should be open till at least 6.
Open till 6 or 7 because it's like there's a whole group of people who need that open passed. And I won't even care if banks didn't open until 10.
I'm pretty sure most banks don't.
Yeah, like I think the bank in the place near where I live opens at like 12 and closes at like 3.
I understand why banks aren't open 24/7, but like it should be definitely later than fucking 5 p.m. Like it should not be quitting time when everyone's on the way home. That's bullshit. And then people are going to be like, oh, well, bankers deserve a life too. Well, go fuck yourself.
No, they don't. They chose to exist in this capitalistic hellscape and take part in it.
How many times do I have to work past 5? All the time. Should be open till at least 6:30 if you ask me. If you were the most convenient bank, TD, you would be open that late. But anyway, yeah. So Joey just paid rent to not live here, which is great.
I hope also I'm calling out Joey right now. I hope he realizes that he's paying just as much for the electric bill as we are.
No, 100%. 100%.
I'm just making that clear. Like, I'm going to run my fan in AC, and he's going to pay an equal third.
To be fair, you did say you would pay more for your AC, to be fair. But I
have to say that.
Well, I'm just telling you what Joey might come at you with. He also, to be fair, if he does say that, the electric bill shouldn't be that much anyway, because we didn't tell them we were living here until like the 20th.
How long could you think we could have gone away with that?
I bet you a lot longer than you'd think. The only thing would be like if you weren't paying an electric bill and then all of a sudden you turned it on in December, they could probably be like, has anyone been living here?
The state of Massachusetts isn't like allowed to like what's the word?
You can't turn off.
Yeah,
you can't turn off. The only like seasons I'm pretty sure they can turn off the heat in electric is the spring and fall.
Yeah,
I don't think they're allowed
but
to
they're
turn
not.
the heat off.
So people can just
not pay.
Yeah,
like I know people who just don't pay. But granted, they send you to collections. Like I got sent to collections. For $5, dude. For $5
for my
and I didn't even know because like I don't know if you know this, but like if you have like a National Grid or an EverSource account, and you're in, like, if you're in, like, Massachusetts, it's EverSource, Massachusetts. But EverSource is in Connecticut, too. And what happens is they'll cancel, they'll like, continue. What are you looking at?
I'm just making sure it's all good.
I am also going to look at the camera, but to make sure it's working.
I had collections from my excise tax. I, like, never pay that on time.
The excise tax is crazy, too, man.
It's literally the biggest fucking...
You're paying a tax on an item that you already own and pay taxes on.
Yeah.
And it's towards the town, too. Granted, they said my car's evaluation was like $600, and I know it's like a shitbox car, but it's definitely more than $600. But my excise tax isn't too bad for that. If you have a new car, bro, it's like it can be up to like $200 sometimes.
Mine's like 90.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's why I kind of look at that, and I'm like, I don't want to pay that right now.
It's kind of like parking tickets for me.
Yeah.
I just like there's something about it that I just like do not want to pay within 30 days, and then they double it, and you're like, fuck. Like I had to pay one for New York. I got a $65 one for New York,
dude.
But my thing is like I wonder if they can because like one of the ways they make you pay parking tickets, besides the fact that you can get towed or pulled over, is that you can't renew your registration. But
yeah,
registration's a state thing, so I wonder if I don't pay a ticket in New York, if they would stop my registration in Massachusetts.
I feel like a lot of people don't pay tickets in other states.
No, a lot of people get booted, bro. Like I saw a ton of people in New York with the fucking thing on the driver's side window that like it's like a big pad. So you have to shatter your windshield to get it off, which in Massachusetts you can do because you can get a free windshield. You get one free windshield a year. So if you ever got one of those things on there, just shatter your windshield, I guess.
I got they told me at the parking place here that they're like, because I got the 30-day thing. So the way I work is like I have 30 days to get that done. So
yeah, no, I'm
not even gonna think about that until 25 days from now. So when the lady's up there, she's like, yeah, you can't like register your car here until you pay your tickets. And I'm like, okay. And she was like kind of looking at me like she thought I wanted to pay it. And I'm like, I'm not giving you $150.
Yeah, you're not getting $150 right now.
No, like, and I kind of the sad part about that is I walked away looking broke. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
Like I admitted that I was like.
That was kind of like me at Men's Warehouse for the wedding I have coming up. The guy's like, all right, it's going to be like $290. And I looked at him because I had to buy stuff for the event I went to with Brooklyn. I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to drop $700 in Men's Warehouse right now. So I was like, how much can I put down? He's like, I don't think there's like a minimum. I'm like, all right, I'll put down $25.
So you only paid $25 for this suit?
Yeah, I had to pay when I pick it up.
Oh, so that's not bad.
Yeah, because that's September meat problem.
There's like a new Apple Pay thing or something. I don't know if it's Apple Pay, but through Apple, and you can literally just like, what's the word when you pay for things in like
layaway?
No, in like segments.
Oh, fuck! I know what you're talking about.
You know what I mean, like that. Like you could do that with anything now. Like I'm pretty sure
you can do that with a pizza.
You can do that in like Amazon for like a banana and like pay it in installments.
Yeah, installments. Careful, that thing's spinning. But for like, yeah, you pay like, dude. I saw this kid who did like a pizza, and he did like installments of like $3.99 for 6 months. It's like, why would you do that? Who's the guy on TikTok, the boy or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Who took out a private loan?
There's a guy. His name is like Cobra whatever boy, and he's like the guy from like Wyoming, and he drinks like the green drink. I think it's Mountain Dew mixed with Coors Light.
Oh.
And he like will like order a pizza every. Yeah, he took out a loan out for pizza, and every video he like checks his phone and is in debt because he ordered pizza from Domino's. He's like, God damn it, I'm in debt again.
And it was like a 15% interest like loan. He took out like $100.
To order Domino's.
Dude, I mean, bro, I've been down like, to be real, like I haven't been like that in a grip, but I remember when I was towards the end of college, when I was still living in Lowell, that I would be like, and I only knew how much money I had even with like my side hustle, air quotes, that like I'm
Your
like,
NFT business.
Yeah, my NFT business. I need to figure out how to make more money, dude. And I thought about like just starting to flip like random shit I had in bins on Facebook Marketplace, and then I'm like, dude, I don't know if I'm this down bad.
Dude, the thing about those hustles, and I see them, and they're like, oh, like I sold shit on Facebook Marketplace. I like have you seen the kid? He like takes out, he has like a U-Haul, and like takes out trash or whatever, people's junk.
Yeah,
like that takes work. Like I don't want to meet somebody in like Framingham if they want my desk. Like, they better come to me, and I guarantee you that's not always how it works. You know what I mean? Like,
no, man.
I don't even want to interact with people.
Well, the general public is
disgusting.
It's past disgusting. It's past piggish. It's like when I interact with like an average person, and they're like just like an NPC in your life. Almost every single time, I think that person is like a vile person. To be honest with you, I think it's bad that I think like that, but it's just like. Most people are fucking foul, bro. And it's like the way they operate and shit. I just can't, like,
Do you look at people and think they just, like, have like, a stench? You know what I mean?
Tell when someone has
Not even, like, when they have a stench. I just assume everyone, like, that I don't know personally stinks.
That's an interesting thing.
Like, I look at them and, like...
Because I can tell what you're saying. You
I don't want to say
someone and be like, oh, you smell... You know they have a certain smell.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is when you smell someone in particular and they have like a certain smell. It's like what does your fucking house smell like?
It's weird when it's like, do you know how like all old people smell the same? It's that old person home scent.
Yeah, well that's I think a mix of urine and dying flesh, yeah. But I know
but it's not that. It's more like an older, like it seems to me it's because if you're saying it's that, then it doesn't smell bad. It's not necessarily an unpleasant scent. It's just like a distinct, like
it just smells old. It's like mothballs. It just like
it's like no. It's like do you remember how old? What's that kind of car? It's like the leather car, like the leather furniture, like white leather furniture, like smell to it. Like you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
When you see an old person you see and you smell like that, you're just like okay, like yeah. But have you ever like met somebody who's like our age and they have that scent?
I don't think I have.
And you like kind of think, and you're just like. What do you think this person does? What world do they exist in that this is their scent?
Yeah, maybe it's a certain kind of cologne.
That's what I thought it was. I thought it was like a cologne that's just popular with like older people.
It's like Europeans with like Drakkar Noirs.
Yeah, and I just like I'm like, because have you been to Marshalls and they have the giant section of like the soap,
the perfumes,
like the men's soap? It's like that, and I just imagine this person like walking into Marshalls, just seeing the word soap. And just like, going like that works for me.
Yeah, that's good.
It's the same way like an 8-year-old man walks into Marshalls because he just found out what Marshalls is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's like doing laps. He doesn't even look at the clothes. An old person at Marshalls.
Just
it's too much for him. He goes to the pile of just deodorant and fucking soap. And it's body soap always with old people.
Dude, Marshalls is fucking crazy, man. Especially because like people just like take shit out of boxes and stuff there. Like it's so weird. It's so like, and it's like one of the only stores where it's like that common. Where like someone's like, oh, I'm gonna take this like, for instance, soap out of the box. Like, why are you taking that out of the box?
Marshalls, I have a lot of stories. Not like a lot of. I mean, I do. I won't get in. But one thing about Marshalls is people didn't understand how it worked. And it's not Walmart. It's not Stop and Shop. It's not like, oh, we have these things in stock. You can check for the back. We get a truck with a bunch of random shit, and then we have to sort it. The amount of women our parents' age will come in and be like, do you have this Rachel Ray set? And I'm like, let me go check in the back. And I'll walk in the back, just do a circle, and be like, no. And it's like, we don't have it.
It's because they see it on Marshalls online, so they automatically assume it's in every store. No. That's just not how it works. It's kind of like
that's why
Marshalls
is
like Building 19, where it's just like the stores that like don't sell. That's where like Marshalls is where you get like a polo shirt, but like the horse is crooked.
Yeah,
and you're like
you get like a what is it, ASSN Association polo shirt.
Yeah. Dude,
that's why I like Marshalls and TJs though.
They don't have fat people. I said it before. TJ Maxim, dude, it is a legitimate battle to find an XL in Marshalls sometimes. Like, I went in there because Brooklyn got me a shirt for Christmas, but she got me, like, a medium. Like, I've never worn a medium in my life. Like, even, like, especially...
I don't think Little League Coop wasn't a medium.
No, dude, no, literally. Like, I always wore bigger shit. And I'm like, I'm not going to fit in this medium. So we went to the store to, like, try to find the same shirt in XL. No XL. I was like, all right, I'm going to just try to find another shirt in an XL. It's like they only have like fat guy shirts, and I'm like where it's like fat guy shirts, ridiculous pattern.
It's like the fucking smiley face emoji smashed all over the shirt.
Yeah, dude. Or it's like that's the only thing they have. It's like the shirts that you can buy at like Walmart. And it's like, bro, come on, man. Like, because at the end of the day, here's the deal. I know I'm big, but I should not have a problem finding clothes. When I went to Men's Warehouse, dude, I got an XL blazer. It was $30 more than a large. Like, hey, dude, it's not a fucking tarp. Like, it's a little extra fabric. You're gonna fucking charge me an extra $30? It's fucking crazy. And also, how many people wear fucking XL? I'm sure a lot. I can't be the only chubby guy on the planet.
People. I'd say the number between XL and medium is closer than most people think. Like the amount of people
who are XL.
I'd guess large is the largest size in the United States. Medium and XL are number 2 and 3.
Yeah, if you're an adult, I don't think an adult wears small. There's no way.
I can fit in some smalls, admittedly, but it's kind of a tight fit, and it's more of a fashion choice.
But like a Euro style small, where it's like the shirt is like it's like a little bit bigger,
but the sleeve would be like here.
But it could be like a bigger, so not European style, but like you know how it's like. That's the thing about clothes, too. I despise how they're not uniform, bro. Like an because you'll throw an XL shirt on sometimes, and I'll be like, what the fuck? I'm like, how much weight did I gain overnight? And then I throw another XL on, and I'm like, oh, that thing was just a sausage skin for no reason. Like, it's foul, dude.
No, it depends to me on the fashion. Like, if I want the shirt to be a little baggier,
yeah,
then I'm 100% going, like, medium, hopefully a larger medium. But if I need it to, like, be skin tight.
Some stuff you want a little smaller, yeah. But yeah, dude, it's fucking impossible to find that shit in TJ Maxx and Marshalls, dude. It's like it's fucking impossible.
The other thing about Marshalls is it's kind of like Target in the sense where it's like it's not Walmart for nonsense. Obviously, it's a different thing. Like Target, like is a little bit better than Walmart. Marshalls is still a little bit better than Walmart when you want to just get like knickknacks and stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, and I noticed this working here, it's like you're still a pig person.
Oh, I mean,
like,
Marshalls is
I think
Marshalls is trailer trash Target.
People who walk into Marshalls walk in like they aren't just pig people, like just certified.
Oh, you're a pig person, yeah.
And then
you're going for discount clothes.
It's just like, just admit who you are.
Yeah, it's like the people who shop at like Ocean State Job.
Yeah, but Ocean State Job Lot isn't. I think they know they're pig people.
I don't think they do.
Really?
I don't think they do. No, because feel like Ocean State Job Lot is also for like
Middle America. That's what I kind of.
But it's not Middle America. It's like Rhode Island. But it's like
which is Middle America.
It's like, yeah, well, yeah, that's true. Sorry, Prokop, but like, it's
just I don't know.
It's like the people like the kind of like the boomer generation, dude, where it's like they pretend they're classy because for whatever reason they stumbled into wealth.
They found this, for example, maybe this isn't from Marshalls, but like. You could find that at Marshalls.
Yeah.
And they're going to decorate their home with it.
Nothing we have in here you couldn't find at Marshalls.
No, exactly. It's just, I don't know.
But we're kids.
Put your hand up
to them.
And admit it. You're a pig.
We're poor. We're poor pigs.
We're poor pig people.
I mean, dude, I am personally a poor pig person right now. I mean, at the end of the day, dude, like that's the thing. Like, I admit, but I also don't shop at Marshalls. I very rarely.
No, what I do sometimes
rarely in general.
They have good. The thing about it, which is the way we already explained, is like you can find gems in there. So if you go through, you can do a quick sweep. Odds are you're not going to find anything. Then you go to the knick-knack section. There might be some cool nonsense. That's where I.
Well, the one thing I will say too that I did for the first time and I actually enjoyed it was thrifting.
Yeah, I go thrifting. That's where all my clothes.
But it really matters where you live, I guess. Like I didn't think of that. Like because I've been like thrifting in Plymouth before. I'm like, this sucks.
I get a lot of my clothes from Savers actually in Plymouth.
Really?
Yeah, they have pants, good pants.
I went to this. Apparently, it's a famous thrift store. I didn't know that. It's like L Street.
Is it in New York?
L Street Exchange or something like that. Yeah, it's in Bushwick.
Was it one of those thrifts where you get the shirt and sick, and it's like still like $60?
No, bro. I bought that fucking cool thing that I wore last Sunday when we went out. That green and orange shirt. It was $8. And then I have like a huge Tony Soprano Hawaiian shirt, which by the way I wore in my podcast with Alex Tomaselli. So go listen to that. You can see my Tony Soprano vibes. But I got 2 shirts, bro. It was like $12.
Gee, you should go to.
But one of the shirts is already kind of falling apart.
You should go to Buffalo Exchange.
I want to go to Buffalo Exchange. I heard it's cool in Cambridge. But the thing
no,
is,
it's down the street from us.
There's multiple.
Oh,
ones.
we'll go to this
There's
one that's here. It's
multiple
even
ones.
quicker. That's stupid.
There actually might not be multiple. That might be the only one. Because it's in Somerville then?
There's Buffalo in
I'm just gonna look it
Davis Square. And then there's
I think there's another one.
yeah, it's called Garment District.
There's one
in Cambridge.
So there's 2 Buffalo Exchanges that I see right there. So there's one in Somerville, and then there's one in Brookline.
Oh, I've been to both of them. Yeah, you're right. I've been to the Brookline one.
Which I
you
would
can
go check out.
No, it's good. You can find cool stuff in there.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Boston, since we're on that topic, the summer tunnel closing. Have you seen? Like, dude,
I haven't seen anything about it. I know it's closing, but like.
So, dude, I saw this one video where this guy was on. It was like either like Boston Globe Online or something like that, and they're like, "What do they expect people to do when they go to the airport?" And the guy's like, "Public transportation." That's it. So they're really pushing public transportation
to make it work.
To make it work.
No, I'm saying make the public transit work.
Well, yeah, dude.
Tell people
like, I don't even know what train goes to. Is it the blue line?
The blue line goes right.
The silver line.
The both, but the blue line goes right to airport, and then there's a free bus that you can take. There's a free bus you can take to the airport that drops you off at your terminal.
Okay.
It's honestly not that bad. That's the one thing is like people are so used to their car, and I'm not saying this isn't going to cause delay issues, but like you can get on a train and sit on it, and like just do what it says because you will get where you need to go. And it gets a little annoying. Like I guarantee people are going to refuse to do that. I've taken the blue line to airport station like 30 times probably. Sat there for a minute max for the little shuttle, and then you're on the shuttle for like 3 minutes, and then it drops you right off in front of the airport.
Dude,
like that's just not a problem.
No,
I promise you.
But like, where are you gonna? The problem is like, do you think all these parking rides have enough spots? Probably not. So these people from out of the city, how are they going to get to the airport and get to the public?
But there's guarantee there's not. You could take.
How are the buses getting there?
My parents got there today. I can ask them how they did it when they land. They're in the air right now. They didn't say anything about it. You can go around too,
bro. They also said it's only going to be a few months.
What are they doing? It's just like the bullshit Sagamore Bridge like work where like you're not even going to tell.
No,
them.
I mean I think the tunnel's probably collapsing. I hate to say it, the tunnels in Boston are fucking horrifying, bro. And maybe it's just because like some of my core memories as a kid was seeing the fucking
Holland Tunnel collapse.
Well, there was also the one where.
Do you remember that when it like smashed on some like poor
on a car?
woman? Yeah.
Yeah,
that's like stuck with me.
That happened multiple times. I'm pretty sure.
That's stuck with me forever.
Dude,
that crosses my mind every single
time I'm in the
I look
tunnel.
at the tiles. I especially in New York, it's like each tile is about as big as our like ceiling.
Yeah.
And I'm just like waiting for one to just like.
Because if that gets out, you're done.
Oh, you're fucking cooked.
You're done.
You're cooked.
But to be fair, so the tunnel is bad. But did you also see what they're trying to do on the Pike? They're trying to make the Pike like a surface road in Boston, like Stirrup. They're trying to take that out so there could be like more walking and shit like that.
I like that.
I mean, the only problem is, bro, is like that area is like where the highway is now. They're gonna have to build it up.
You mean like by Fenway and stuff?
Yeah, but once you get past Fenway, well, it's already a surface road.
There's no. It kind of dies out right past Fenway.
No, like where BU is, like that's all gonna be fucking surface road.
That's so weird. I would get. You're talking about 90. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm saying, I would get it. Like, do you know when you get off 93, you do the little loop, you get to 90, and there's like the 2 bridges. Like when you're going right through the city.
Yeah.
There makes sense because you're kind of surrounded by a lot. But as soon as you get past Fenway, it opens up. There's nothing there. Like there's no reason. There's no business there. Because that's why I'm saying it makes sense around that first area because there's so much business. Anyways,
but it's already a surface road.
It's not. It's a highway.
Yeah, but it's under. But I'm saying where the bridge is. So
you saying the bridge when you cross the bridge, and you can see. Yeah, I know what bridge you're talking about. Right by Nicholas Stadium, right? BU Stadium. When you drive by it, what's there though? What's the point of that?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying before go to maps. Go to maps. We can just pick people.
Prokop, you can look it up. So it's like
it's
by
right.
Alston.
But what's the point of that? to me, like.
So like literally right here, yeah. Like this is all a bridge right here, and they're gonna try to make that a surface.
But like,
road.
I thought go back there, go
it's
way back.
It's already surface level here.
It's
just
below.
a little, but it's a little. But that's not what they're trying to do.
I
they're
think
trying to get it. They're trying to make it like that where the bridge is.
Oh,
which makes no sense. You should like people run and bike up and down here. But you can do that with Sturo there. Already.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no reason to do it. And you know it's going to take fucking forever for them to fix it.
At the end of the day, like, I hate to give them the credit, but, like, we all thought fucking the Big Dig was going to suck. And it was probably the best project the city's ever done, ever. Yeah. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt this time. They've proven us wrong once.
The tunnel one is going to be a fucking force, dude. Like, I don't like that. I can see being an absolute nightmare all summer.
Oh, I mean, realistically, I'm not going to need to ever use that tunnel. So,
well, to get to the airport,
you can do you can. I mean, I'm just not a person to complain. So, like, I'll just go all the way.
You're
back.
Not a person who complains.
I'll go all the way back and then take the fucking go through Southie.
Yeah, but when everyone fucking does that, that's one thing. If you just do that for fun every once in a while, but when everyone's
then
doing
I'll take the blue line.
Yeah,
but like at the end of the day, like.
But if the blue line's gonna be packed. Imagine you're kind of late for a flight and you gotta wait for the fucking blue line.
I know you're gonna be mad. Like I know that like the person who's in that position, but I have no sympathy for them. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, show up 4 hours early to the flight and eat at Wahlburgers.
We'll have a good. Maybe we can do for content. Maybe we can do from Somerville. We start at Somerville. And we take public transit to the airport, and we document it. We record it, make a TikTok of it.
That's how we do it, man.
And then we just show the people how easy or hard it is. No matter what the outcome is, like either it's shit, and it's just like, look how horrible this was, or it was super easy. We're like, look, guys, like...
I think we can live stream on TikTok now. Should we live stream it on TikTok?
Should we just live stream our journey?
Yeah.
Starting from here to the airport?
And I say we try to cause as much problems with normal people in the process and make a huge...
Is the Sumner Tunnel closed in Google Maps already or Apple Maps? I assume it is, right?
I wonder...
I was going to say, I want to see, like, Logan...
Well, we would... I don't know if we'd have to go through it.
No.
Here. Actually, we might. Might take you to 93 and down.
Drive. All right. Public transit does not look fun, but it's doable.
Let me see.
It's an hour and a half.
Jesus Christ. And you got to go green line to blue.
Green to blue.
And then depending on what gate you're at, you got to walk.
Drive. 15-minute drive is not bad.
But I don't think you go through the Sumner Tunnel. Oh, no, you definitely do right there.
That's the Callahan Tunnel.
Oh, fucking huge.
I forgot about the Callahan Tunnel.
So it honestly might not affect the North Shore nearly as much.
No, it definitely won't. Wait, I don't know if the Sumner Tunnel... I don't know, really.
Is that not it right there?
It says Callahan, but is that like also technically the Sumner Tunnel? Or is that...
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
What's that one?
Doesn't have a name. Let's see if
look up where the Sumner Tunnel is. Just look up Sumner Tunnel.
Yeah, well.
Prokop, you're going to have to do this all on your phone and then add it. That'd be great.
Sumner Tunnel.
So...
I think it is the Callahan Tunnel.
Oh, that's fucked. Dude, good thing I got to fly twice in the next few months.
Oh, man. Well, thank God I don't have to fly anytime soon. Maybe we'll stay.
It's great to find out, too, that based on the kid we had stay here, there's only one flight to Dallas every fucking day because that's the flight I'm going to have to take.
You're going to Dallas?
One of the weddings I had to go to was in Dallas, yeah.
That sucks. What was I going to say? We should take the ferry. Oh, you can also take the ferry.
I always forget they have a ferry.
And there's alcohol on the ferries, which is kind of cool. You can buy,
that is pretty dope.
You can buy Coors on the ferries.
I fuck around with a boat, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I just fucking love boats. There's something about going out in a boat. It makes everything better, dude.
I could stay on the ocean for weeks at a time, I think.
If the boat was big enough, I would drink salt water right away. Like, I'm not someone who has that strength to battle that. I get thirst. If I get thirsty day one, I'll probably drink salt water.
But I mean, saying like you probably would.
I'll give it 2 days.
I don't. Dude, I think we're talking about a different thing. I didn't say we wouldn't have access to water.
I know, but I was just saying, like, if I was ever lost at sea.
Okay. I was like, I'd sit on a boat. You're like, I'd drink the water.
Even if I had fresh water, I would slug salt water.
Like, what?
Yeah, no, but if I was ever lost at sea, like, you know, the people who are out there for like days and their face is peeling and shit, like day 2, I would be drinking salt water.
I guarantee you, if I was thirsty of water, I know like science says otherwise, experience says otherwise. I guarantee you that first sip of salt water is still refreshing. Doesn't matter. Like,
well, that's the problem. That's probably the problem with it is that first sip is so alluring. And
I don't think it's alluring. I think it's
because once you take that sip, you're hot. You take ice cold Pacific Ocean fucking gulp into the face. I think you think like, oh, it's not going to be that bad if I drink salt water, and you gulp salt water. And that's
do you think you're delirious? Because like right now in my head, and you too, I know you're not supposed to do that. But I'm saying, do you think like a gulp, just one gulp would kind of like set you like good for at least a little bit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like
underestimating how thirsty.
Okay, you're saying like you're dying.
Well, no, not even.
Not like dying, I'm in the mood for salt water, even though I have Poland Spring on board.
The worst sunburns I've gotten in my life have been on the boat, by far. Like, not even close. 100%. So you're out there in the open ocean on a raft. You're lying down on your back. The sun's beating down. You can't escape the sun. You're gonna be thirsty, even if it's 75 degrees. You're gonna be thirsty before the first night. If you have no water, you're going to be fucking thirsty. So that second day you wake up, bro, and the sun starts to hit, because it will hit right at 5:30 in the morning, you're going to want salt water.
Okay, so here's the question. It sounds really stupid. This is a Pig People podcast.
Pig People, yep.
Can you, like, tactically survive? Because then how do people stay alive for, like, 70 days on a raft?
They get lucky with the rainwater. I think you can drink your own piss for a few days before it starts like getting bad.
But 70 days is like a long, and that's like
You have to. I think, to be honest with you, dude.
So I'm saying
I have some. I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist here,
let's get into
but I don't
it.
know if anybody has truly ever survived 70 days. I don't.
I believe that less than I believe like any other conspiracy
people
theory.
living in the woods. Yeah.
No, I'm saying like the craziest, most accepted, like those ones. I check out to me where you just made a great point. I don't think people actually survive
over a certain amount of days. Like, I think you're gone 4 or 5 days. They find your boat. You're fine. Those people are probably real. But the people who like during World War II, like even the people who survived the USS Indianapolis, I have a hot take. I bet you everyone died. It's probably just.
Do you think they were like, hey, they were like you were on that boat? Wink, wink. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but
made people
and especially because I'm gonna look up if there's any survivors, because if not, then no one can really be offended. And then you can be like, oh, my granddad was on the USS Indianapolis. But like,
here's the thing.
Go fuck yourself.
Wait, I want to ask the question: is there video proof of your grandfather on the USS Indianapolis? Just type in it on Wikipedia, and then it'll probably
survivors. I'm gonna look up survivors alive.
Where did that thing? What happened to this one?
Published. Oh, there's fucking one guy still alive.
Allegedly. Can we make that clear?
Not a circuit, not an actor. Imagine if we get Alex Jones over the fucking lone USS Indianapolis survivor, dude.
Should we try to convince him?
I kind of.
So wait, what happened? Can you for the listeners who don't know, what is the USS
Harold Bray is the last living survivor of the USS Indianapolis.
Well, can you explain to us what this is, by the way?
The USS Indianapolis was the ship that they transported one of the nukes over with. That's apparently the story, because it was a top secret mission, so that's why they didn't get found for a long time. I think.
Where did it go down, in like the Pacific?
It went like a Japanese submarine hit it in the middle of the Pacific. Like,
is this the one where you saw on History Channel where all the sharks came and like ate everyone?
It's the Shark Week one, yeah. Like more people, like a ton of people got eaten by the shark. It's and a few like lived on the rafts, and I don't remember how they got. I'm gonna look it up. Keep talking.
I'm not sure. Sorry, just zoned out real there. What's that sound?
That's the air tag.
Why is that going off? Is this like, so this is, what nuke are you talking about?
It was either Little Man or Fat Man, like one of the nukes.
Are you saying allegedly like?
No, they brought the nuke over. They dropped it off at whatever island they were at.
Yeah.
The plane up. and the boat was on its way back.
Okay, that's what I was saying.
So
I wouldn't say the conspiracy theory was that like there's a missing. The original nuke is like missing in the ocean, which would be mad funny if there's just a nuke sitting there.
Nearly 5 days in the water. That's not even
that's
that many
believable.
Days. See, that's not even many days. I believe. You know what? We believe the USS Indianapolis. Harold Bray, you are a legitimate guy.
But what I don't believe is
40 days, 50 days. Like no fucking way.
But you know what I don't believe is the life of Pi.
Oh yeah, the tiger lived on the fucking.
That's not fucking real.
The tiger ate the kid immediately. No way that fucking tiger let the kid have a chance to fish and feed it. No fucking way.
No, that's not a real story, and you're fucking stupid if you believe it.
Do people think it's a real story?
Fucking idiots do. It was a bit.
Oh, I didn't know if it was real. Longest survivors at sea.
Let's see what it is.
Jose Salvador.
This is not real.
Holds the longest record for solo survival at sea. He was adrift 438 days and traveled over 6.
I
can't tell if he did it on purpose, then I don't believe it. Raw fish, turtles, small birds, sharks, and rainwater. Here's the deal. How many fucking sea turtles did this guy slaughter on his way across the Pacific? There's no fucking way.
No. I hate to backtrack right now, but think about it. So he went out. He's a fisher, right? Guarantee you has a bucket. One night of rain probably can last you a good amount, and you don't need to eat that much. Like he definitely lost
438 days, bro. That's over a year.
But he's a fisherman, so he knows how to fish.
How did a fucking massive storm not sink this little boat that long? Like, there's so many factors that I just cannot believe.
He could have just been like.
He could have
been tossed around.
He could goddamn be the guy who found America, dude. The real guy, not fucking Americo Verdici or whatever his fucking stupid name is.
Donatella Versace.
Yeah, him.
Okay.
But like, you're not navigating a dinghy.
But he's not navigating. That's the whole point. He's just sitting there, like taking it.
But at a certain point, bro, you know how big the waves get out there, bro? Have you ever seen the videos of the Navy ships bouncing up and down? Those things are fucking
But that's
huge.
always like that.
Those have to be massive.
Those
waves.
videos are always in either the South Pacific or
that's where he went through.
He went through the North.
He went through the middle of the Pacific Ocean.
I'm saying like those videos are always in like the North Sea by like Norway or like in Antarctica. I'm not saying they don't exist, but like I believe that he might have just gotten lucky.
Reported worldwide. Initial criticism from skeptics. I'm one of the skeptics.
All right, look at that, skeptics. Okay, the fact I'm back in the skeptic team.
Voyage on November 17th, 2012. This was our lifetime. What the fuck? This is like the robot thing that we talked about last week. Set out from a fishing village in Costa Azul near off the coast of Chiapas, Mexico. I couldn't figure it out. You got to look up the Wikipedia if you're listening. We have a lot of visuals this time around for people who can't.
To be honest, I don't think it's for us to spew nonsense.
An experienced sailor and fisherman. He had the intent on 30-hour shift of deep-sea fishing, during which he hoped to catch sharks, marlins, and sailfish. How big is this boat? Show me the boat. Boat.
You click shop.
This guy said he... What's his name? What's his name again?
Jose Salvador Alvarenga.
Not gonna lie, looking at this guy now, he didn't even lose that much weight. He still looks chubby as fuck.
Yeah, there's skeptics.
Boat? Dude, look at this boat. There's no fucking way that got across the Pacific like that, bro. Look at this thing. Like, dude, that's like, you know the fucking channel thing on TikTok in Point Pleasant or whatever in New Jersey?
Yeah.
When, like, boats that big sink on tiny little fucking waves and currents, bro. Out in the middle of the Pacific? No fucking way. There's no way. And he has nowhere to hide from the sun? I just don't fucking believe that for a second, man. 438 days. Bullshit. There's no way. And my thing is he's fishing, I guess, but he needs to consistently catch bait for a year out in the middle of nowhere. Not only catch bait, he has to catch a normal-sized fish, even if he only eats once every 5 days. He's still got to do that like 60 times.
I mean, like, you get one good day, though, and that counts for, like...
That's true. But you can't keep the fish that long, bro. You can't have fish for 5 days out in the sun.
He had salt.
I guess that's true. That's true.
He had a lot of salt, actually.
Plenty of salt.
Because it was a fucking plan. Yeah. It was a fucking fib. He actually had a fridge.
Yeah, dude.
He had a freezer.
Well, dude, that is
like
true.
That
I guess
show
you could salt the fish, but then he would have to have enough. Like, if you're eating just salted fish,
but you
gotta have so much water. You gotta have so much water to keep up with that.
He actually, what he had is, he had a year's worth of supplies of Dasani water.
He just had the boat stockpiled, dude.
He was actually on a 47-foot long yacht.
He stole a naval vessel.
He stole a naval ship.
I don't know.
Dude, it's honestly, this is gonna sound fucked up, but I think what happened is that he got found within like 3 days by like the Chilean like Navy. But since like, I feel like those countries like don't really notice when like things like that happen and they get away with stuff. So he kind of just like was like, "Can I just hang out with you guys for a year?"
Yeah, probably.
And he just like chilled on the Navy ship for a year.
He looked way
and
too
then
healthy.
And because he's a fisherman, he didn't. For the audio only listeners, if you look at the pictures, there's not a single picture of this man like being reunited with anyone. Did you notice that, by the way?
No, it's all him on the boat.
So I think he was by himself. I don't think anyone knew he was missing. So he didn't really have like. So he could have just like maybe like the drunken like his like drunken buddy.
Yeah, look at dude. He doesn't even look that frail. He looks fine.
But so what I'm saying is,
he just has a beard. He looks chubbier than when he left. He
looks like the guy from Castaway, but just like Hispanic.
Castaway returns home to El Salvador.
Yeah, I think he just, like, no one knew he was missing. He got stuck on, like, a Chilean naval ship or a Colombian naval ship, chilled for a bit. Like, fucking Greg and Tom, his, like, drinking buddies at their local pub, were like, where were you? And he said he got lost at sea, and that's, like, the story.
He went past Hawaii, my guy. Like, significantly past Hawaii.
At a certain point, do you think you have no clue what direction you're even going?
Oh, you can because you can look at the sun.
The sun, yeah. So do you like think like I feel like this is gonna sound insane.
I wouldn't keep going west. I'd be trying to do anything possible to go east.
Yeah, but you'd be like, if I'm going east, I'll eventually hit something, right? Like you're eventually.
You go west, you gotta hit Australia or one of those tiny little islands. You could hit like an unpopulated island
that just gets nuked. Imagine that happened in like 1949, and you're just like, and then like Bikini Atoll, and then the fucking atom bomb. Like you finally make it to shore, and you just see this like single plane,
the missile coming in, dude.
You get fucking decimated after landing. That would be so fucked up,
dude. He was eating. My thing is how he said the turtles, dude. Like how many turtles?
Why did he say turtles? Like
how many stupid turtles got?
The way it read, like I said, is he finally got home to his drunk friends, and they're like, "How do you do it?" He's like, "Fish,
turtles, rain,
turtles,
rain."
Honestly, I'm shocked the story didn't add. And I caught a shark too. Yeah, no, I got a great white.
He was out there originally to catch sharks. I remember seeing shark in the
maybe. Oh wait, to defend him another way, he might have had a lot of fish on board to begin with.
Maybe
with salt.
He doesn't even look bad,
dude. He kind of looks like Fidel Castro.
All right, this is kind of true. He does have a very authoritarian wave in this one.
Yeah.
Prokop, there's a CNN picture of him waving with a Coke can in his hand. That's the one you can flash above our head.
Dude, he's like not skinny at all.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. This is here when they found him. He's like twice the weight he was when he left.
Dude, he probably filled that dinghy up with like 600 pounds worth of food.
Dude,
and just hope to God like he got lost.
He had to have like ho-hos and shit on the boat. Dude, he had to have
dude, he was having breakfast, lunch, and dinner on that fucking thing with the dessert.
I survived off my snacks, dude.
You know what the funniest thing about that story is, though, if you didn't read? I don't know if you missed it, is he actually was filming a YouTube video. It was a Mr. Beast video. And his camera fell into the water, but he was fucked. Anyways, so now he just gets to say this story. But like originally it was Mr. Beast survived 1 year out on sea.
Survived 14 days at sea, dude. You get $10,000. What's the guy who like he had in the circle?
The guy with the house.
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah, and I like watched that and I'm like, that's cool too.
I could do that.
I give Mr. Beast credit for that. People like I'm like
Dude, yeah.
That's nice.
Dude, speaking of Mr. Beast, because people think Mr. Beast is satanic, I saw this crazy schizo talk on TikTok, and I'm going to make a stitch of it, I think. But the guy had this whole 3-minute video breakdown about how Taylor Swift is actually the high priestess of the satanic church or something like that. It's some fucking... And he just went off and he's like, look at this picture of her on stage. That's clearly a satanic ritual. And it's dude.
Dude, I think everything's a satanic ritual.
I hate to say it. I was thinking about that at work because I saw the fucking schizo talk. I was like, to be real, dude, even if they're it would be way cooler if they were worshiping Satan or some shit. It would add spice to your life if you're not being Satan sacrificed, dude. If you're one of those people, that sucks, and I'm sorry, and I feel bad for you. But if you're not one of those people, even if, here's the deal. If you believe so heavily that they're committing satanic rituals, the only way that's affecting your life is the fact that you're letting your brain rot looking at shit, looking for satanic rituals and everything.
Yeah.
How about you just relax? Dude, here's the deal. There could be anything going on, dude. There could be a fucking gerbil in the White House, dude.
There could be cocaine in the White House.
Is there cocaine in the White House?
There could be.
Did they say that? I do love the video of Hunter Biden smoking crack, driving 175
That's the
miles an hour.
montage where he's getting dome, he's getting topped off, smoking crack, going 170.
People hate on Hunter Biden, man, but I hate to say it. I think it just shows
that he's one of us.
That is what American. That is America.
Yeah,
and I think we just need to embrace that. Nobody is buttoned up, and I think
nobody's perfect. Nobody's buttoned up.
No matter how perfect people put on publicly, they're not perfect people. And
that doesn't mean you're a bad person.
You're gonna tell me Joe Biden? Do you think he was a good dad? Probably not. No fucking way. He's a good dad.
No, you know
So
he is.
I
You know, wait.
No way he's a good dad.
Listen to me. He's a dad. That's what he is.
Well, yeah, exactly. Everybody's a dad.
He's a dad.
Everybody's a dad, but not everybody's kid ends up
turns out
smoking.
perfect. It's not always the parents' fault.
It's not always the parents' fault. But some parenting does lead to people doing crack.
Could do a little better. There could be some room for improvement.
I'm not saying everybody's perfect.
But you could be more perfect.
I think
there's a line.
Mr. Biden was doing his best job to be perfect for the state of Delaware. And I don't know if he was always perfect being a dad. And now the first kid smokes crack and drives 175 miles an hour and records himself having sex with prostitutes. That is kind of cool. Joe Biden can't talk, but Hunter's living it up for him, dude, at a point.
I'm happy.
I almost think that it would be a detriment to have the ability to almost not care about what happens to you or anybody around you because you can smoke crack and drive 175 miles an hour.
Yeah.
With basically zero consequences more often than not. How many people did the Kennedys drive off bridges? Two or three?
Yeah.
Yeah, a few people drove off bridges.
And are the Kennedys still kicking?
They are.
Are they still powerful?
Exactly. That's the thing. I think
food for thought, guys.
I just think, yeah. So I think before everybody gets all up in arms that Hunter Biden's smoking crack, this is the country we live in. Just remember that.
This is the country we live in. This tends to trend Democratic.
I'm sure it's on a great path, yeah.
Seems that it's Democrats who like to drive cars erratically.
No, didn't Lauren Boebert's husband piss on a school or something like that?
I'm talking about driving erratically.
Oh, driving erratically.
Dangerously. It seems like a Democratic trend.
It is. Well, yeah.
I don't know what the deal with the left is for not really following the rules of the road. These people, they think they're better than you, Democrats.
Also, I hate to say it, man. Between the Kennedys and the Bidens, they have a very tragic family history.
Yeah. What was his son's name?
That also leads to crack sometimes.
What was his son's name?
Bo,
right?
Bo, yeah.
Bo.
So everybody reacts to trauma their own way, and some people do that by banging their brother's ex-wife after he died in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And some of those people are the president of the United States' son.
Doesn't that just show you that like America is real? It's a real country.
It's a real place. Also,
with real things, and our the people in charge are just like us. One of us.
That's right. You want by the people for the people. I also think it's. I think we can end on a positive note. Is for all the maybe misguided, but not misguided in their actual use missile attacks by Obama. As many of those there are, his kids haven't been that bad yet. At least
yeah.
In the
Remember
public eye.
Who was the one who smoked
Malia
pot?
smoked pot, but she
At
goes to
Harvard.
Harvard. Everybody smokes pot.
Yeah.
Go up. If you don't think people smoke pot, you're a fucking idiot.
Obama smoked cigs.
He's the man.
That's my president.
Dude, did you see that George Bush is like, he's really trying to do, he feels bad about 9/11 or something. He definitely feels bad about Iraq because he's doing something for.
Is he the one where you said the video or like the interview where he was like, he says it where he was like,
yeah,
they're like, we're going to war. And he was like, what? Like he didn't even like know what was going on really.
Oh, it was all Cheney's thing. And you got to, I truly feel like you're going to look back at George Bush when we're older and be like, it's a poor guy.
Poor dude. That's the one thing about the
George Bush was cool, man.
The left. That's what bothers me
cheerleader.
is like, okay, I won't like defend. I'm not gonna go like defending imperialism right now. But people will be like, because I think a lot of people understand that it was Cheney's thing, right? But then the comments, like the tweets will quote him and be like, well, he's the president of the United States, and it's like you want to be like, you do realize that George Bush can't just go, no, guys, like they were gonna fucking do it anyways. I hate to admit it. We were going to carpet bomb Baghdad in 2003. No matter what George Bush did. Not saying he could have done more.
This is on Reddit. George Bush redemption arc.
Is this old? Okay, no, this is 5 years ago. So this is too old.
He did he's doing something where he's like painting.
Go to news. Hit news.
George Bush painting charity. I'm gonna look up.
Charity. Hit news.
Bush combined his interest in writing and painting portraits of courage, Commander-in-Chief's tribute to American warriors. So he did this whole book about all the people that he had killed in Afghanistan and Iraq.
Oh, so he feels bad for the Americans he killed.
Yeah, I mean, he probably doesn't.
He doesn't care about the millions of poor people. in Iraq that were slaughtered.
I mean, he is the president. Remember, there's only so much empathy he can probably have for the common man.
Do you know that
He was
football
also a
player
rich
who
person, too.
got killed?
Tillman.
And the
Friendly
left
Fire.
are convinced that it was they assassinated him.
It was friendly fire. Because
No,
he
I'm
was
saying,
speaking
but
out
the
about war.
left thinks
Oh,
he
it was on purpose. Yeah.
It's like, dude, how many soldiers do you think were talking about the same thing? They didn't fucking kill him on purpose.
I can imagine a majority of the soldiers
Or this
think
is
they did
fucked
bad
up.
stuff.
Yeah, right.
I've never watched a documentary about Iraq or Afghanistan
that was positive.
where people were like, "Yeah, dude, I was really Here's the deal: Afghanistan at first, you can't fault them a little bit because that's where the Taliban was.
No. We had. I'm gonna die on this hill. Can you die with me?
Stayed in Afghanistan
we had
too
every
long.
single right to invade them.
I don't know about every single right.
No, we did. Let's die on the hill together for content, for the bit.
I will say
We said
it makes
turn them
total
over.
sense. It
We
makes
said
total
turn
sense.
them over,
And
right?
They didn't. Yeah.
So we said we're gonna fuck Iraq. No excuse.
People were supportive about Afghanistan. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
The coalition was. They were not supportive of Iraq.
No, Iraq was fucked up.
Iraq was bad luck.
Do you remember? Did your parents low key sit you down and explain to you what was going on? Kind of around 2003. They're we're going to war.
I don't even think it was that. It was more of I think my parents might have bought into the weapons of mass destruction.
I don't
stuff.
I don't know what my parents. I'm not saying my parents were saying in a negative way. They were just hey, Aaron, our country's going to war because we hadn't gone to war. I didn't know even what you know what I mean. We were what 5, 6.
Yeah.
So I remember it. I remember also seeing on the news, and it was palm trees, and I was like, "Mom, can we go here on vacation?" And she was like, "Probably not, Aaron."
Probably.
The only thing about the Iraq War, I think, is you said no one thinks positively about it really, and there's no you said you watch documentaries. I'd say the only thing where you can see some type of heroics, obviously in the context, like obviously there's context, which makes it less horror because we're invading a country and destabilizing it. But like the Battle of Fallujah is like one that I think has like a story will go down in history
because it was a really bloody.
It was insane.
The bloodiest battle. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the one that
they also decimated that city like a very to a tragic level. Yeah.
Yes, but that's the story that's gonna like be told. That's the one
that and the fact that it lasted 20 years, and it's crazy to me that as Americans we got behind it again, even for that long. Like there was still support for the wars for a long. By the time it got to like 2020, bro, you're like you forgot.
But I think what the problem is you got so fatigued by it that you didn't even think. You're like, okay, because realistically we had like the guy in the boat, we threw him over. We're like, can you help out? I think Wanda Sykes was over there. John Cena.
John Cena,
Stewie Griffin, like they were all over there. Yeah. So we kind of thought Patrick Starr, I think, did a guest appearance.
I'm pretty sure, they did.
I think they even had fucking what's his name from Modern Family, the fat gay guy. They had him. They had him flying drones over.
I do remember that episode.
Like that was fucking. They had him flying drones over Iraq. It was he wasn't launching missiles, but so I think. But what I'm trying to get back at. Sorry, is that we got so fatigued that we didn't even think about it. Like, it wasn't like, fuck, we're in war, people are dying. Like, no one was dying. Like, the fact that fucking Squidward Tentacles could walk around the city, get himself some shawarma. You know what I mean? Like, it was fine. Like, we like I kind of forgot we were at war. They filmed in episodes of Friends.
They did. I remember
which is crazy.
I remember that.
No, like, I don't know, like... But then I think we kind of got knocked in the head. Sorry for that little... We're like, shit, like maybe we could just like leave. Like we have studios in Hollywood. We can film more movies at home with CGI.
We don't need it in person anymore.
Yeah, so...
Dude, by the way, I saw this... You better not drop Joey's TV. But I saw this this conspiracy theory because... Apparently, Afghanistan and China are having border disputes now because
they like beat the shit each other with. Like,
yeah, but the
thing is, India.
The thing is like people are like, oh, the reason America left all this shit is so the Taliban could fight China.
I think we're aside of the
Taliban. Not a bad tactical play either.
Do you think what the plan is we like?
Sorry, Prokop. This is an hour, by the way.
Who's Mongolia is like. Weirdly like with nobody, right? That's their whole thing.
Yeah.
So we have Japan, we have South Korea, we have Australia, we have the Philippines, you get Afghanistan. That's the last place you need to arm. So we armed the Taliban now. They're surrounded.
Are the Taliban kind of like gonna be the next cool thing, kind of like the Azov Battalion, dude? Like.
The Taliban aren't even Nazis, though.
I'm not saying they're Nazis.
No, but I'm saying
but like they are terrorists, or they have been called terrorists. So are they going to be the next cool terrorists? I think they are. I got a hot take. I bet you they are. They keep fighting over the mountains that I don't think anyone can live up in. At the end of the day,
like 90% of the reason they're like the way they are is more because they want to be left alone. I don't agree with it, and
they haven't been. That's the thing.
I don't want to defend their life, right? I don't want to defend that existence for like the women and children, but they kind of their whole ordeal is just like they're not like, oh fuck just America. They're like fuck anyone who
they're like please leave us alone.
Yeah.
They fucked up the Soviets. They don't give a shit who comes in.
No, like they're all. I mean, they don't really fuck anyone up. They kind of just like.
You kind of do. They kind of like not that they fucked us up, man, but like
I think only like 2,000 people died in 20 years. U.S. soldiers died.
You think it was only 2,000?
It was like I think between.
I thought it was 4,000 in Iraq, and it was like
3,000.
6,000 in
no,
Afghanistan.
I think
there's more in Afghanistan, isn't there?
Type in.
I'll look it up. A lot of lookups tonight.
But at the end of the day, it wasn't a huge number. The way I kind of look at it is, it's kind of like that episode of SpongeBob where like they keep hitting SpongeBob and he just absorbs it and takes it. Like.
Oh, so,
no.
So,
that's not U.S. deaths. U.S. casualties also means like
injuries. I want to see injuries though. Okay,
that's
7,000 service members and 8,000 contractors have died post 9/11.
That's like fuck, dude. That's like that is like not a huge number,
dude.
That's
Iraq 4,000.
Yeah,
I said 4,000.
Yeah, but I said 2,000. Yeah.
I didn't know that. Pakistan 0 deaths. They really came out unscathed.
But that's insane, dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like SpongeBob where they keep hitting him and just keeps taking it and laughing. Like, you kind of just like, you just eat the punches for as long. They got like, I think it was like 80,000.
15,000.
That's insane. And that's in half the time.
And they said that was the Soviet. Yeah. Oh, well, that's half the time. And also, it's only 10 years. But they also act like that was like the Soviets of Vietnam. And like 60,000 U.S. people died in Vietnam, I think. It might even be more than that.
Vietnam was, yeah. I think it was 55 for deaths.
58,000 fatalities.
How many people?
Pretty close. Pretty close. Korea was a lot too.
Korea was, I think.
I love how we're just naming wars and how many people died now. Nearly 5
Korea
million.
is by far, if you look at like how long it lasted and how many people were killed, is the most fucked up war ever. We killed like two.
So in 1950, a North Korean invasion began. Some 17,000 or 1,700. Yeah, this was a big war.
No, it was way shorter too. It was only like
it was 3 years.
3 years. We killed like
36,000 U.S. killed, 103,000 wounded, 7,000.
I don't want to defend North Korea, but we killed like 2/3 of their entire country in like one bombing campaign.
Nearly 5 million Koreans died.
Yeah.
More than half of these, about the 10% of Koreans' pre-war population were civilians.
No, like our bombing campaign of Korea was like fucking insane. It's probably the most fucked up war we've ever been a part of, and that's why, like, you type in Korea twice.
No, North Korean war tragedies. 1.2 million civilians casualties for North Korea, which included 282,000
killed in bombing. We fucked that country up. That's why I hate to defend them, but like I kind of get why they're like worried of us. Like we slaughtered that country, and it's bad.
400,000 soldiers. China lost 1 million. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like that's the like.
Do you know what's interesting about the Korean War? Do you know like why it didn't start like a world war? It was because like basically like China sent their they didn't technically send their military. Like they were like, that's kind of what we do. Like, because if they sent their military over, they would have been like, that would have been like declaring war against the U.S. But they kind of sent like 1 million volunteers.
100, so about up to 500,000 Chinese died.
3 years, Jesus Christ! We need to learn more about this war because this is like when you think of American war crimes, this is the war that should come up.
You know why it doesn't come up? Because no one fucking knows about it because it was in the shadow of World War II.
Yeah.
And it was basically fought with similar weapons and shit. It's just we had jets at that point.
Yeah, so we were like, and just dropping. And we also had our big shiny bombs.
You know why, too? It's not as much video of it.
No.
And also, it's not a really pretty war either because, like, it got fucking so cold that, like, in the winter, I guess it was, like, wild. Like, people were just freezing. Because you're up in the mountains of Korea in the winter.
My grandpa fought in that war. That was where
So did mine.
Yeah, that's our...
He shot the big guns, dude.
My grandpa, what is it? He got... Basically, like, his story was in Time Magazine, but, like, a shrapnel, like, fucked his leg up. And then the guy pulled him out, was from his small hometown. And then, like, he brought him to the camp, and then, like, the doctor stitched him up, was from his small hometown. And they, like, all didn't know each other. But they all, like, came together.
That's crazy.
For that moment, yeah.
That's really wild.
Yeah.
The thing with Korea, too, I feel like, is it would be, like, kind of like if our parents' generation, like, we went off to, like, World War II, and, like, over 500,000 Americans died.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there's another war and that no one really cares about.
Then like 60,000 die?
And it was 36,000. Yeah, so everyone was probably like, what are you bitching about?
Just add that to the, like, yeah.
Like, because, like, you got to think the Korean War, realistically, for the younger side, like the kids who ended up being in the meat grinder, dude, they were definitely, it would be like the equivalent of kids, like, entering high school now for us, like that far behind us. So it's like, realistically, dude, it's like one generation off. But like the parents of World War II definitely were like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
There was probably no sympathy for that.
It is crazy how we've gotten so good at like killing in war now. That like we went from that to Vietnam, and then we realized how we can just like have fucking Kramer click a button in South Dakota and just decimate an entire village.
And then
It's not funny.
That's it's not funny, but that's the thing too. Is it's not like we've killed less people. We've just had way less Americans die, which is crazy. But
yeah.
Anyway, on that note,
great episode.
Korean War. I want to watch more Korean War.
Yeah, they need to make a Korean War movie.
We'll start talking about the Korean War. That's going to be a little bit of the history stuff because we haven't talked about history, and not as many listen in the summer. So we'll talk about whatever the fuck we want. Anyways, thanks for listening. If Prokop is editing this tomorrow, so it's going to probably be out either Friday or Saturday. We will have already done our first cocktail hour. We're going to make gin drinks tomorrow. We are going to put out a vote, and people are going to vote on it. But now that you're listening at this point, you'll vote on next week's one. So make sure you're following us on Instagram for that. Shout out to Prokop, even though he's not here.
And sign up for Instagram Threads now. The new Twitter.
Instagram Threads, there we go. That might be our ticket out, is Instagram Threads. Maybe that will be the key.
That's where the
to
content
making
will
money
come
from talking into a microphone for an hour a week. But if you listen, thank you for that. We'll have the whole squad back hopefully next week. And golf videos, other shit coming out. Stay tuned. Thanks.